wrinkles, aging skin, lines, and the effects of gravity happen along the way as I get older. And I feel so ambivalent about it. I want to just embrace and love every change that comes about, because really that's how I believe. I believe, and I have said since the beginning of my blog 11 years ago, that the skin of an 80-year-old, I feel, should be considered as beautiful as the skin of a 20-year-old. Just different. And I know that our culture is not there. There's ageism, and therefore to be beautiful is to be youthful. But I have a defiant piece to my nature, and I'm not going to change what happens to my skin as I age. And it's not that I feel judgmental of people who make a different decision than that, but I'm not going to do it. And I'm going to watch myself and the skin changes that appear. I don't really love to look at myself in the mirror and see. I have many brown spots. I've never done anything to take them away. This area, I know there's a word for them, a description. And then what happens to my jawline is particularly troubling to me. But it's like I have this internal battle about, I just want to love every change instead of feel a resistance or shame about it, which is the worst, to feel ashamed about how I look as I get to be older. Oh, and then under the eyes. It really doesn't matter anything that I would do to change that, because how I understand it is that the only way I can fix that, as though we have to fix what's happening to me or to other aging people, that it needs to be fixed, that it's some kind of disease that needs to be addressed, there needs to be a treatment for it, when really this is just the unfolding of life. And so many people that I know are no longer alive. So that's part of why I want to remain how I am. And as I flirt with the age of 80, I know that this is all going to progress. And I feel like, because I'm showing myself all the time on social media, that it's kind of a documentation of the aging process for me. And many times I smile, because when I smile, it kind of takes away some of these changes that happen, like this to this. Big change. When I was younger and I didn't smile and I was photographed, I felt perfectly comfortable. It's not just my face that is changing, it's my entire body and the skin of my entire body. So under my arms, the word that is used is crepey or saggy. Those words don't really seem positive to me. Even the word crone, when I decided to name my blog Style Crone, the definition of crone is ugly old woman in the dictionary today, when really it used to be a woman who was valued and gave much to the culture, gave back, was involved in younger people's lives, considered to be wise. And so part of the reason that I chose the word crone, it's defining what's happening to my entire being. And using that word, I felt, would help me, or turn the word crone on its head and help me accept myself more. So really this journey is about self-acceptance, and that it needs to be within, not with how people perceive me. And so it's kind of like a practice, an ongoing daily practice of self-acceptance.
And you also spoke about how You want to be a role model for your grandchildren.
I absolutely, and for my daughters. I want to have them see, and actually it keeps me honest with myself, is that this is what I've said to my daughter Camille, is that I don't want to make any changes to what's happening with my aging face. And so that keeps me honest, because I certainly don't want to change and then do something that she then sees that it's not okay to accept myself as I age. And my granddaughters, absolutely.
So when you look in the mirror, do you feel beautiful without makeup?
No. To be honest, I don't feel beautiful without makeup. Makeup helps me accept myself, because, and even when I was younger, I loved playing with makeup. So it's not that I feel negative about using makeup. I feel that it's an artistic endeavor. But to see myself without makeup, then I feel exposed. Like right now, I feel very vulnerable that I'm even talking about this. And sometimes I feel vulnerable when I look at myself in the mirror and see how I'm changing. And it's not like something, because I'm always, in the morning when I get up and look in the mirror, that's something that I've done as I do my daily ritual of taking care of my skin. That something changed along the way. I think I remember the first time that happened was when I was in my 30s and leaving my first husband. And I looked in the mirror and I can't remember where I saw a wrinkle, and it was like terrifying to me, because I was just striking out on my own. And that, I think it's crazy that at the age of 30, I felt threatened by what was changing. And then there are periods of time when I don't even think about it. I just go about my life. I put together my outfits and I look in the mirror, and before I go out, if I feel like I am confident with my entire self, then I feel good about myself leaving the house and going out into the world, which I haven't been doing during the pandemic. So perhaps I feel even more vulnerable today because I've been isolated, and I'm even having this conversation.
Well, thank you for sharing with us.
I would like to say thank you for providing this opportunity, but I'm unsure about that as well.